Did you know that poor leg circulation affects over 40% of people over 60, and most don't even realize it? The swelling, the cold feet, that heavy, tired feeling in your legs by the end of the day, these aren't just normal parts of aging. Here's the exciting news. There are 4 simple movements that can dramatically improve your leg circulation in just minutes a day. In this video, I'll show you these 4 science-backed exercises that can help your legs feel lighter, stronger, and more energized, especially if you're over 60.
Now, before we dive into the exercises, let's talk about something most doctors don't explain well enough: why leg circulation becomes such a big deal as we age. You see, your circulatory system is like a highway system for your body. Your heart pumps blood down to your legs through your arteries. That's the easy part because gravity helps. But getting that blood back up from your feet and legs to your heart, that's where things get tricky. Your leg veins have to fight against gravity, and they rely on something called the muscle pump to push blood upward. Every time you move your leg muscles, they squeeze your veins like a toothpaste tube, forcing blood back up toward your heart. But here's the catch. As we age, we tend to move less, our muscles weaken, and this pumping action becomes less efficient. When blood starts pooling in your legs, you get swelling, varicose veins, that heavy, achy feeling, and even an increased risk of blood clots. But the good news is that we can reverse this. Recent studies show that specific, targeted movements can activate your muscle pump and restore healthy circulation in your legs, often in just a few weeks. Now, you might be thinking, I already know I should exercise more. But here's what most people don't realize. Not all movements are equally effective for circulation. Some exercises can even make things worse if you have existing circulation issues. That's why I'm going to show you 4 specific exercises that doctors and physical therapists recommend specifically for improving leg circulation safely and effectively.
Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Exercise number 1 is something I recommend to almost every patient over 60 with circulation concerns: the ankle pump. Now you might think, how can something so simple make a difference? But here's the thing. Your calf muscles are sometimes called your second heart because they play such a crucial role in pumping blood back up from your feet. And ankle pumps are the most direct way to activate this pumping mechanism. So here's how to perform ankle pumps correctly. You can do this sitting in a chair or lying down, whichever is more comfortable for you. If you're sitting, place your feet flat on the floor. If you're lying down, you can have your legs straight or knees slightly bent. From this position, simply point your toes away from you, like you're pressing on a gas pedal. Hold this for 2 to 3 seconds. You should feel a gentle stretch in your shin. Then, flex your feet back toward you, pulling your toes up toward your shins. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds. You should feel a stretch in your calf. That's one complete pump. Now repeat this movement in a smooth, controlled rhythm. Think of it like pumping water through a hose. You're squeezing and releasing, helping push blood up from your feet and ankles back toward your heart. I typically recommend 2 sets of 20 repetitions, but here's the beauty of ankle pumps. You can do them anywhere, anytime. Watching TV? Do ankle pumps. Sitting at the kitchen table? Do ankle pumps. Even lying in bed before you get up in the morning is a perfect time.
Think about it this way. Your circulatory system is like a river. If the river has been flowing slowly for months or years, you can't just open the floodgates all at once. You need to gradually increase the flow, allowing your veins and muscles to adapt and strengthen. Dear seniors, if you are still there, give us thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Exercise number 2 is called seated marching, and it's an absolute game changer for activating your entire leg muscle pump. While ankle pumps focus primarily on your calves, seated marching engages your hip flexors, quadriceps, and hamstrings, basically all the major muscle groups in your legs. This creates a more powerful pumping action throughout your entire leg. Here's how to perform seated marching correctly. Sit upright in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Make sure you're sitting toward the front of the chair so you have room to lift your knees.
Place your hands on your thighs or hold on to the sides of the chair for stability. From here, lift your right knee up toward your chest as high as you comfortably can. Imagine you're marching in a parade while sitting down. The key is to lift your entire thigh off the chair, not just point your toes. Hold this position for just a moment, feeling your hip flexors and core engage. Then, slowly lower your right foot back to the floor with control. Now, immediately lift your left knee in the same way. That's one complete march on each side. Continue alternating legs in a smooth, rhythmic pattern, like you're marching to a beat. You should feel your abdominal muscles engaging to stabilize your trunk, and you might even feel your heart rate increase slightly. That's a good sign that you're moving blood effectively. I typically recommend starting with 2 sets of 15 marches on each leg, which means 30 total marches per set. But here's the important part. Focus on the quality of movement, not the speed. Lift your knees as high as you comfortably can, even if that's only a few inches at first. Now, if you have hip arthritis or find this challenging, you can start with what I call micro marches, lifting each foot just an inch or two off the ground while keeping your knees slightly bent. You'll still get circulation benefits even with this smaller movement. To make this more challenging, you can add light ankle weights. Start with just 1 pound per ankle. Or you can increase the height of your knee lift or pick up the pace of your marching. Some of my patients even do this while watching TV, and they tell me it's amazing how quickly 10 minutes of seated marching can pass when you're distracted by your favorite show.
Exercise number 3, wall sits. Now that we've worked on activating your muscle pump, it's time for exercise number 3, the wall sit. This one might surprise you because it's an isometric exercise, meaning your muscles work without moving. But don't let that fool you. Wall sits are incredibly powerful for improving circulation. You see, when you hold a wall sit position, you're creating sustained muscle contraction in your quadriceps, glutes, and calves. This prolonged squeeze on your leg veins forces blood upward more consistently than quick movements alone. Plus, wall sits build the muscle strength and endurance you need to support healthy circulation long-term. Here's how to perform a wall sit correctly. Stand with your back against a wall and your feet about shoulder-width apart, roughly 12 to 18 inches away from the wall. Now, slowly slide your back down the wall by bending your knees as if you're sitting down in an invisible chair. The key is to stop when your thighs are roughly parallel to the floor, or as close as you can get comfortably. Your knees should be directly above your ankles, not extending past your toes. Your back should be flat against the wall, and your core should be engaged to support your spine. Now, hold this position. Start with just 10 to 15 seconds if you're a beginner. Breathe normally, don't hold your breath. As you hold, you'll feel your leg muscles working hard, and that's exactly what you want. This sustained contraction is squeezing blood up through your veins like a slow, powerful pump. When your time is up, slowly slide back up the wall to standing. Rest for 30 to 60 seconds, then repeat. Aim for 3 repetitions to start. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too hard for me, and that's okay. Here's the easier version. Instead of lowering yourself until your thighs are parallel to the floor, only go down about 1/4 of the way. Even this shallow wall sit will engage your leg muscles and improve circulation. You can gradually lower yourself deeper as you build strength over the weeks. For those with extra strength and mobility, you can make this more challenging by holding the position for 30, 45, or even 60 seconds. Some of my advanced patients can hold a wall sit for a full minute, and their leg strength and circulation are remarkable. Here's a crucial tip. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy during a wall sit, come up immediately and sit down. While wall sits are excellent for circulation, the sustained muscle contraction can temporarily affect blood pressure in some people, especially when you're first starting out.
Now, in the comments, tell us about your exercise routine and how strong you feel in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. We are hopeful for your health, strength, and continued progress. Exercise 4 is mini squats with chair assistance.
This is the exercise that ties everything together because it combines the muscle activation of seated marching, the sustained contraction of wall sits, and the dynamic pumping action of ankle pumps, all in one powerful movement. Mini squats engage every major muscle group in your legs, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. This full leg engagement creates the most powerful muscle pump possible, driving blood back up to your heart more effectively than any other single exercise. Here's how to perform mini squats with chair assistance. Stand behind a sturdy chair and hold on to the back of it with both hands for support. Position your feet shoulder-width apart with your toes pointing slightly outward. From here, keeping your back straight and chest lifted, slowly bend at your hips and knees together, lowering yourself down just 6 to 8 inches. Remember, these are mini squats, not full squats. Imagine you're just starting to sit down in a chair, but stopping before you actually sit down. At the bottom of this mini squat, pause for just a moment. You should feel your leg muscles engage throughout, your thighs, your glutes, your calves. Then, as you exhale, push through your heels and stand back up to the starting position in a smooth, controlled motion. That's one complete mini squat. Now, the beauty of using a chair for support is that you can adjust how much weight you put on the chair versus how much you support with your legs. If you're just starting out, lean more heavily on the chair. As you get stronger, use the chair just for balance and let your legs do most of the work. I typically recommend starting with 2 sets of 10 repetitions. Remember our golden rule. It's better to do 10 high-quality mini squats with good form than 20 sloppy ones. Now, if even mini squats feel too challenging, here's your easier option. Do chair sit-stands. Simply practice slowly sitting down in a chair and standing back up, using the armrests for support if needed. This still engages your leg muscles and promotes circulation, just with less range of motion. For those ready for more challenge, you can try mini squats without holding the chair, or even progress to deeper squats over time. But remember, the goal isn't to squat as deep as possible. It's to move blood effectively through your legs while building strength safely.
So, there you have it. 4 powerful exercises that can transform your leg circulation in just weeks. Let me quickly recap your new circulation routine. Start your day with ankle pumps, 2 sets of 20 reps while you're still in bed or having your morning coffee. Next, do seated marching, 2 sets of 15 marches on each leg to wake up your entire leg pump. Then, challenge yourself with wall sits, 3 repetitions, holding for 10 to 30 seconds each, depending on your current fitness level. Finally, finish strong with mini squats, 2 sets of 10 reps using a chair for support. This entire routine takes just 10 to 15 minutes, and if you do it twice a day, morning and evening, you'll be amazed at how quickly you notice results. Better circulation means less swelling, more energy in your legs, and the ability to stay active and independent doing the things you love.